Dirt bikes actually have the power to make you poor or more financially free. However, financial freedom doesn't really sound like any fun, so let's make sure you're following the steps to allow dirt bikes to make you poor. So, maybe at this point you've worked your way up to being one of the best riders in the world and dirt bikes are making you millions of dollars. Well, if that's the case, then you've already messed up and allowing dirt bikes to make you poor is out of the question. But if you're like me and you are not making millions of dollars off of dirt bikes, then the framework shared in this video will be relevant to your situation. The first framework that can be used to allow dirt bikes to make you poor is to cheap out on buying things. Now, I know this sounds like a bad framework to allow dirt bikes to make you poor because when you buy cheap, you spend less money. But wait, there's an angle that you're not seeing yet, so bear with me. Eventually, you will need to replace parts on a dirt bike, let's say a radiator, for example. So you could buy an OEM radiator for $200, or you could cheap out and buy a $50 radiator from China. But then when you put it on, it leaks coolant and just doesn't work. So you have to buy the OEM radiator anyways for $200, meaning that you have not spent the original $200, you have spent $250. Which is great because we want to allow dirt bikes to make you poor, and when you buy cheap, you buy twice. One of the beautiful parts about dirt biking is it will add a lot more highs to your life. Highs meaning a dopamine rush. Dopamine is the chemical in your brain that makes you feel good. Sounds pretty cool, right? Yes, but there are two different ways that you can get this high from dirt biking. And one will make you poor while the other will not. So, the first high that you can get from dirt biking is the one that will make you poor. And that is the high we want, right? Because remember, we want to allow dirt bikes to make you poor. So, how does this high work? You buy a new dirt bike, which gives you a huge dopamine rush, but then eventually that rush wears off because the bike is no longer new to you. So, it's time to refresh that hit and buy some parts. Start off by buying a new plastic kit because, you've obviously got a better color scheme in mind than the factory. You gotta customize it, make it your own, right? So make a new graphics kit to go along with it. And then why not throw on a new exhaust system for a few extra horsepower that you're probably never gonna use. And what about your gear? You've had the same kit for like almost a month now, so how are you gonna impress your friends with that? So buy the latest kit that comes out. And progress, you gotta make progress. Why not start an endless cycle of trying to make the bike comfortable, how do I say this? I got it. Starting an endless cycle of trying to make the bike comfortable to you and not you getting comfortable to the bike. Meaning, like changing the bar setup, the foot pegs, whatever it is that's gonna get that cycle going. Buying unnecessary parts is a great strategy to allowing dirt bikes to make you poor. But I did say there are two different ways to get a high from dirt biking, so here is the second way. The second way to get a huge dopamine rush from riding dirt bikes would be learning, setting goals, hitting goals, and just making progress. This actually gives you a really big high from riding dirt bikes. In fact, it's so great that the people that use this strategy often forget to customize their bike and buy that new gear set and all the shiny things. But maybe we can combat this if we just buy shiny things more often. Now, we've covered spending money, but what about making money? Well, dirt biking can affect that too, because how you do one thing affects how you do another. This is called a keystone habit or keystone efforts. And how you choose to ride dirt bikes can also affect how you choose to make money. When you go out and ride, if you just kind of linger around and use it as an escape to hide from your life, then chances are you use that same type of behavior in the workplace. Meaning that you usually look just busy enough to not get fired, and you scrape the surface of money and barely get by if you're lucky. However, on the other side of the coin, if you focus when you ride, hit goals, and just do more than what's expected, that's also going to leak into the workplace, and you'll become that person that is focused, hits goals, does more than what's expected, and just make yourself more valuable. As a side effect of that, you will most likely make more money than you know what to do with. So as I've said a few times in this video, we want to allow dirt bikes to make you poor, and in order to do that, just make sure that you're following the frameworks and the principles in this video that will allow you to do so.